Started in 1988, the school year of 1988-89. Yes. I thought about it the year before, and in the spring I decided it was time to begin the group. So that fall I selected the students and we got started. I formed it after the 12 disciples in the Bible because I wanted this group to really serve other people. And so I decided to choose it that way. Then I felt it should represent Americana. I wanted it to be the songs that everybody in the United States knows. So I chose the very familiar Broadway show pieces and some jazz songs, but songs that were familiar so that people could hum along or sing along if they wanted to. And then, of course, patriotic, because I'm very big on patriotism, so I thought patriotism should be a major part of our show. I had no idea it would be a continuing thing. I thought it would probably last maybe a year or two, maybe 3, but I had no idea it would be long-lasting. I'm glad it is, however.
Connection is literally like a connection of individuals who bring a lot of different things to the group. When we perform, we have suave people, we have classy people, we have the sexy people, the cutesy people. It's just it's literally a connection.
We started getting invitations right away, which surprised me. And the group just took off immediately once I formed it. Our first big trip was the second year. We went to the Freedom Celebration in Germany when the Berlin Wall came down. And we performed in 18 cities, I believe, throughout Germany and Switzerland. And it was just an unimaginable event to be there, a part of that, when that wall came tumbling down. And Checkpoint Charlie no longer had any power. And that seemed to catapult us into travel. From then on, we were always traveling, and it became a major part of what the connection is.
I believe that the Youngstown Connection is a group of ambassadors, a group of ministers that actually go out in a creative way, using their gifts and their talents to minister to the hearts of men. I know personally from different performances people that have been touched and changed, even from seeing a group of multicultural teenagers come together in unity and oneness despite what has been said about that generation coming together to release a message of hope, a message of peace, a message of love and brotherhood, and actually not just saying it, but actually living that and being that. And that's what I believe the Youngstown Connection is.
Make them hear you. Make them hear you. And say to those who blame us for the way we chose to fight.
Left work and went home from work. The roads were very clear. 680 was just fine. It had started to snow, but it wasn't really bad. I had just purchased a car, and I wasn't real thrilled with the way it handled on the road. I think the day before, I'd only driven it 2 or 3 times. It was rainy, and when I got home, I thought, I think I should take my old car because this didn't handle quite right. But I'd already loaded up all the equipment, and that's a major event. And I thought, well, tomorrow I'll change back to my old car until I have these tires checked or see what's wrong. And drove my new car. It was fine all the way until I got to Western Reserve Road, and then it was unbelievable. The traffic was almost to a halt. The roads were slushy, slippery. They had not been touched. All the other roads by that time had been cleared off. Either the salt was down or the plows had gone, but Western Reserve Road had not been touched. And as I started down, I always allow myself plenty of time to arrive because I'm always there early or on time at least. And as I was driving just perhaps a mile or so, I thought, well, this is going to be the first time I'm late for a performance because I have to drive very, very slowly. And at that point, there was no other traffic on the road. I was the only one. The others had all turned off somewhere. And the next thing you know, I don't know what happened. It happened so fast. I just know that I had hit something, which found out later was the bridge abutment, the cement bridge abutment, and it had knocked me out. But I did come to then, and at that point I saw headlights coming toward me, and we hit head on. And from that point on, I do remember everything. It was one of those unusual things because I remember everything about the ambulance coming, about the jaws of life getting me out of the car and going to the hospital. It wasn't too long after when I was in the hospital, they had me in intensive care. And I remember the Connection, you members, walking around my bed. I was almost out of it, but I just remember seeing faces. A few of you said something to me. And I'll never forget, Brashana leaned right down in my face and she said, "Miss Baird, you have got to pull through. We need you." I'll never forget that. And then it gradually grew, and as the members got better and better, and some went into it as professions, they became our choreographers. So that it would always have that, what I call the Connection feel. We do a different style than any other group, and it's just become our trademark. So that those who are in the group know that best.
I remember meeting Miss Baird. You know, she was always like our mother. You know, it was always a home away from home. So we met a lot of different friends, a lot of different family, and a lot of people that did the same things that you did, and also a lot of people that did different things. So we all kind of mixed into being a family.
You never thought that you were going to be the one that got picked out of all these people that auditioned for the group. And I didn't even know it was that extensive of a process in the first place. So I was shaking in my boots when I went to audition for Connection. But the group was amazing.
I never really had an experience with just white, black, Puerto Rican, all in one group. So it changed me as a person. You know, I'd like to think that it changed some other people too, in the process of changing myself.